this is UiPath tool. So this is what we wanna learn for the next once we start our training. This is that UiPath tool. So there are slides for us today, which I'll explaining you step by step what is UiPath and what is RPA and all. Then you'll have more. First of all, why should I take this course and what are the job opportunities? And if somebody is already experienced, then why should I move into this field and all the stuff? Okay, so let me start, and then again at the end I'll also show you what is tool and what are the features and what are we going to learn in this end of this course. Okay, so today we'll be learning what are the different tools we have in RPA. So RPA stands for Robotic Process Automation. So what are the tools we have in RPA, and what are the comparisons of the other tools with UiPath, and what are the future of RPA, and any kind of questions you have. I'll spend most of your time taking up your questions, and then the job opportunities. So what is RPA? So Robotic Process Automation. So let's divide this RPA into 3 letters first, and then P is the process. So what is the process? Process in the sense, let's say I wanted to book a ticket from an IRCTC. So if I wanted to book a ticket from IRCTC, I know the defined steps. I'll have to first log in. Log in the sense I need to give username. I need to give password. If it is asking me for any captcha or any kind of image which has to be typed there, I'll give that and then give submit. So this is first step where you log in. After you log in, if you wanted to book the ticket from one place to another place, you give from address to address, and then give all the information that those are already predefined. So you know how to book the ticket manually. So you'll have to train the robot to go and do this task. Let's say give username, give password, click on submit button, give from address, like give to station, give the date, when are you traveling, and which train you wanted to book. All this information, if you are giving this to the robot. So how should I give this process to the robot is by UiPath. We will train the robot. So robot, about this term called robot. So robot is something which will do the task in our absence. So even though if you're not on your screen, if you're not logged into your laptop, or if you're not there on your screen, automatically this robot should do your task. Okay, so you should say every day morning 5:30 a.m. you should do this task. So even though if you're not logged into that VM on your local machine or your laptop, it should automatically do the task for you. By the time you log in, you can just verify the results, whether it is doing the results, whether it is doing the things are expected or not. Okay, so in this process, the process whatever I told you, like step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4, all these processes, first of all, it has to be properly captured by business analyst. So we have different roles in IT, and in RPA field also we have different roles. Again, we can clearly discuss what are the roles, in which role you fit. You fit as a BA, you fit as a developer or a tester, or there are different roles. So as today's demo, we are discussing on a very high level. So this process has to be documented in the like we call it as business document. So in that BDD document, what we generally do is what has to do this with an proper screenshots with an images. So now I'm a developer. What I'll do is this process, I will train the robot to do this. Okay, so robot doing some process automatically. This is the overall picture. So robot doing the process automatically is called as robotic process automation. Any doubts on this RPF term so far?
No, I'm good, Vamsi. Thanks.
Okay, so now I hope you have got some clarity. Now, are we designing any page? Are we creating any website? No. The websites or an application, or let's say for example Excel. I need to automate some tasks from the Excel. So Excel is already there. And let's say IRCTC. So I'll open a browser. So Chrome, I'll open Chrome. I'll give irctc.com. So IRCTC website is already developed. We are automating that particular website as per our own requirement. Now for me, I want to travel from Secunderabad to Delhi. Some other person will have a requirement to travel from other place to other place. So the content may be different, the dates may be different, but the website is same, right? So here we are not creating any new website or new application or something like that, or not even a design. RPA is all about automating the things whatever you want. So there are a lot of things that can be automated in the industry now, because most as after this COVID, this trend has become more and more, because everybody wanted to go to cost cutting. So instead of 6 people in the team, they wanted 3 people in the team, and then other three people's task they wanted a robot to do, so that the cost is also getting reduced. Less number of people, less number of resources in the team, and that will definitely help every business to go forward, right? So that is the reason RPA is more and more getting demanded. And again, in the RPA there are different tools that we'll discuss in the next slides. Okay, so let's go to the next slide. So how to start? Any doubts so far?
No.
Okay. So how to start with RPA as a career? So there are different like I can say points there. Once I complete my graduation as a completely fresher and I don't know what to do. And second, people who already have at least 2, 4, 5 years experience with some other technologies, and then they gone through this RPA. Some of their friends are doing this or something like that. Now they wanted to go to RPA, and then they wanted to see like how is it feasible for me. So there are different kind of scenarios where they wanted to join this RPA session. So this overall I can say, even you are an experience, if you have Java, .NET or any kind of programming experience, that will definitely help more and more for you to get even better jobs. But for the fresher who does not have any programming knowledge, this is a very perfect tool, because as I'm showing you on the screen, this is all about drag and drop. You need not write any piece of code there. This is only like a drag and drop, but you need to understand where you will have to drag, how to do proper kind of development, what are the best practices, all those stuff. But even for a fresher or an experienced person, this is a simple tool. So there's nothing to worry about if I'm starting on this or if I'm not starting. Okay. So job opportunities in RPA, there are a lot of opportunities, like I said, because now the trend is completely going to RPA. So they definitely need experienced developers. So in that process, like every as internally also, they have a lot of projects that can be automated. So everybody wanted an kind of RPA technology to be there in their projects. At the same time, opportunities also will keep increasing, and the average salary for RPA is basically, you can just count, if you have any experience, you can just multiply it by 2.5, because this is the current salary range for people who have skill set of RPA. So let's say if you have 3 years of experience, you can expect between 6 to 9 for sure. So that is how RPA, because RPA is still there are no like you good number of people having RPA skill set. But if you're learning RPA, there are again some courses related to this that you can go in between, maybe after 1 year or 2 years. You can have machine learning or kind of artificial intelligence or data science or Python. Now in UiPath you can invoke Python code, so that you can go in deeper. But you will have good opportunities, because not only you're restricted with only UiPath, because when UiPath is down, then your skill set is completely down, right? But not in that case, where you'll have if you know VB.NET, you can use that VB.NET skills here also. So overall, this is like a universal tool which will help you in the future as well, and at the current moment as well. And future of RPA developers, because this is again you'll have good opportunities here with different skill sets. And also this skill is very rare, because UiPath plus a .NET experience, even though if you're not performing very good, very well in your interview also, they will test you up to some level, and then they wanted to train you. if they wanted any kind of advanced level of automations. Let's say nowadays they wanted intelligent automation, so they will train you. That should not be any problem, but at least the basics you should be strong. So without that, you will not be getting a job. But if you're getting a good basic understanding, if you are giving some kind of intelligence to the robot, then that will definitely help them. And next will be, I have no programming experience. Can I learn RPA? Yes, you should. You can definitely learn RPA because, like I'm again and again mentioning, there is no programming experience or nothing, no prerequisites. I can say only prerequisites is you should download this UiPath tool. That again I will tell you how to download. It's like matter of minutes. So this is the only prerequisite you need to have to learn UiPath. Nothing, zero. Like you can start from the scratch without any kind of knowledge, the prior knowledge. Now, this is another important thing for you to choose. These are all the tools currently we have in the market. UiPath tool, Automation Anywhere, Blue Prism, WorkFusion, and there are different companies create their own RPA tool. Now, which one to choose? So why should I choose only? Because we are discussing specific to UiPath. Why should I choose only UiPath? So there are better positives when you go for UiPath. One is you'll have good support. Support in the sense, when you go to Google, just if you can type forum, UiPath forum, you'll have many number of people available for you always. If you are getting stuck on any kind of, let's say you're developing something and you have got stuck somewhere. So if I can show you. So if you see UiPath forum, there are many there's a community for you. So if you are having any kind of doubts or if it is not working fine, so every day there will be many number of active questions also. So if you are free and if you wanted to explore something new, so nobody should can give you any kind of requirement also. You can just go here and then see what people are posting. So you can learn something or build something or manage something. So the questions wise, you can just click on new. So when you click on new, you'll have people asking you remove single instances. This is a question. So multiple Excel files, copy only cell. So you can go to one and all, whatever you wanted to do. You can just click on it. And if you wanted to create, or if you wanted to post something, you can just post your question as well. So definitely your question will be answered by some or the other person. So this is one of the biggest advantage when compared to any other tool, because Blue Prism or Automation Anywhere or anything else may have, but they does not give this much of support. This is one of the biggest advantage when you go for UiPath tool. The second thing in UiPath is UiPath support team also. If nothing is working out for you here, there is an email ID where when you drop a question to them, they'll immediately reply to you. So in this process, when you're learning something, you need not wait for anybody. You will have all the number of resources available. There is a good sources for you available. There are a lot of learning material available for you. UiPath has its own documentation. So in that case, like if you're getting stuck at somewhere when you're developing something, you're getting an exception, because UiPath, when you're developing, it will work fine, like initial days, but it's like you need a lot of best practices. So you need to perfectly do it, because a robot is doing on your absence. That means it should be properly functionally and technically also it should be properly done, so that it is going to do its task automatically. Any doubts so far?
No.
No. From anybody else? Okay. And so again, I'll definitely tell you more and more the differences UiPath, Blue Prism, because overall the current, if you just type RPA, so you'll have okay. In RPA, you will see overall UiPath, Blue Prism. Guys, can you go on mute? I see some disturbance. Tarun, mute go. Okay, are you able to hear me? Hello?
Yes,
Yes,
Vamsi.
please.
Okay. So when we like more discuss about these tools differences, I can show you more details like how it is different to other tools, because even when we are doing some task, so in that case also I'll be showing how you do this in Blue Prism or how we do it in the UFR. That also you can definitely see the feel, like how difficult it is there and how it is easy here in the UFR. And overall, if you wanted to choose now between RPA tools, let's say, like from my end, I'll be giving you the UiPath training, right? But from your end, if you wanted to choose which tool I should go, I can say UiPath, Blue Prism, Automation Anywhere. These three are currently on top in RPA. So again, you can do your own kind of exploring on these three tools. But overall, these three are currently boom, and every individual tool have its own advantages, and UiPath also have few advantages coming to their licensing thing, because UiPath is more cost for a company, not for an individual or for us who are developing the things. But for a company, the licensing cost of UiPath is more. But if company is ready to pay that amount of license to UiPath, then you'll have that license and everything ready for you. Okay, so now again the next thing is benefits of RPA. So when the things are getting automated without your, even though you're not there, what are the benefits? One is accuracy. Human can make errors, right? At least not 100 out of 100 times you'll do it correctly when you're doing the same task again and again, right? So at least one or two times you may make some mistake, at least by kind of when you're typing something on all those stuff. But from the robot perspective, it will give you 100% accuracy, because it will always do as per your requirement whatever you have done, and the productivity definitely increases because this is gonna run automatically. There's no kind of leave or no work today or nothing like that, right? The moment you schedule something, so in another point here is in UiPath you can schedule the things. Let's say, like as I said, every day morning 5:30 it should run or 6:30 it should run. The moment you schedule it, automatically your robot will start working on it, and this is not going to be depend on somebody else. So you started the process, it will start the process. That's it. So whatever you have developed, as per that development, it will go and get it done. And time is also definitely reduced, because when human is doing, definitely it will take more time when compared to robot is doing this task. So time is saved. Cost is also saved. Like as I said, there are now the industry is currently going to reduce the cost from the employees. So definitely they will go for cost reducing things. So that is the reason, again, will be another benefit of RPA. So there are a lot of things that you can see when you're going in deeper and learning the things in your path tool, and you'll only explore, like if you are doing manually what is happening, when you're doing it through the tool what is happening, and all those stuff. Okay. So with this, what we have covered today is like on an eye level, robotic process automation. What does it mean? Different tools we have. What are the opportunities? So I can take up the questions anybody if you have. Then I can show you some UiPath, how the tool looks and all this stuff. Now over to you. What like what you're expecting, or what do you want me to tell? So I'll also show you tool as well. So this is UiPath tool. So as you can see, the studio version is 2019.10.1 at the top left, sorry, bottom left side. And I'm currently using community edition. So community edition in the sense, my company has provided me this version. When you are downloading, it will be something called enterprise version, where you'll have few features available, but you can practice, can do everything there. So these are all the recent projects I have done. This is my templates project. So we are going to discuss each and every feature here. So now if I wanted to start a new process, let's say, for example, I wanted to see number of COVID cases daily. So I don't want to go it manually and then check. how many COVID cases are there in India or in US or any other country. I wanted to create a own process for that, which will send out an email to me every day. So email sending is also possible in UiPath. So now my task is to go to that website, get the data, send out an email. So let's say I put some name as COVID, let's say COVID check, and then once you create your process, so this will add few dependencies. So what dependencies, what it is, all we can discuss a bit detail in the later stages. So once it will take few minutes sometimes. So after you do this is how the tool looks. So it is all you play around once you start working on this. So only thing I can say, like again and again I'm mentioning, this is only a drag and drop tool. Drag like this, drop it. So if you wanted to do drag drop, so this is how you drag and drop. But how to drag, way to drag and all is what you're gonna learn. You need not have anything to be done from your end. But let's say if I want to do some process, you will have to know, like there are a lot of features available here. Let's say if you wanted to work on a browser related things, when you type browser, you can see open browser. So I can just show you one sample thing. Let's say I wanted to open a browser. I can just drag this open browser. Now what is the URL? Let's say I wanted to just open the Google homepage. I can say www.google.in. Okay, and which browser I wanted to open? Should I open it in IE, Firefox, Chrome, Edge? I wanted to open Chrome. I'll select Chrome. Okay, the simple. You have given the URL, you have given the browser type. There are other properties also that we can discuss in detail later. Now, if I wanted to run this, I can just click on run file. If you see, the output you can see it started at this time, it ended in 6 seconds. So in 6 seconds, it opened, and your screen is ready for you. Now you can make a lot of activities, like you can type something, or you can search something, or whatever you want, right? So this is one of the sample example I'm showing you. But in this process, do you need anything? At least for instance, let's say for example in Selenium, you need some kind of technical job. You open a browser and all that stuff. But here nothing. Every activity, we call it as an activity. Every activity will have a basic terminology. Let's say delay. As you know, what is delay? You wanted to wait for some seconds. So it's a delay. Copy file. You copy file from one place to another place. So this is how completely all the activities are properly named. By looking at itself, you'll get to know what are those, why are those activities used, and all this stuff. So I'll be sending you detailed it will be like 35 hours of training. So in that 35 hours of training, what it will be like, how many topics we are going to cover, like detailed step day by day analysis, and what are the things we want to learn. And not only from your perspective, when you get your job, what are the different roles, what is your role, how much of experience you need for that. And like every individual role also we're going to discuss at least one or two days.